Okay, today I'll talk to you about how I became confident, or gained a little bit more confidence. Like, I'm not scared to do most things, right? So, first thing I'd say is just, what is the worst that could happen? Like, I know it's really easy to, catastrophize, that word, to just, make everything the worst situation possible, but, realistically, what is the worst thing that can happen? You go talk to a girl and she doesn't like you, just all the friends laugh at you and you walk away. Like, it's not that bad. It's not as bad as you think. You think everyone will be looking at you and everyone is laughing at you. It's really not that big a deal. Like, yeah, that's pretty much it. Once you gain a little bit of confidence, going further up and up is, a lot easier. So, when I run into just random people on the street, which I thought was, I'm really proud of myself for doing this, I just say hi and I smile to random people on the street, and it sounds so autistic, it sounds dumb, that's such a regular human thing to do, right? But I've started doing that, and it makes me more happy when I talk to some random, and I think it makes them more happy as well. I see them smile, and it's nice. So, you probably don't do that, because you probably sit inside your house all day, and yeah, so when you go outside more, first of all. Go outside more and talk to random people. You don't have to talk to them at first, because obviously, right now, we are very low level in this, social skill confidence thing. So, don't stress it too much. When you walk past someone, look at them, smile. If you can, say hi. If you don't want to, that's fine. For the first, you have to start small and go bigger and bigger. So, at the beginning, all you can do is you can say hi, or you can just smile, you can just look at them even, and then over time, you can start, making conversation, be like, good morning, or whatever, and then you can start, and then if you want to, and you get really good at it, then you can start making conversation with these random people, right? And then that just carries over to talking to people you want to talk to. So when you're on the street, you meet random, old ladies, and then, old men, and, you meet random people that you wouldn't usually talk to, right? But then, every once in a while, you might run into, a hot girl that you want to talk to, or a cool-looking dude that you want to talk to, right? And then, now you're trained up for it. Now, you have the experience of talking to all these randoms, so it won't be as hard to talk to the, good-looking guy, or the hot girl, or whatever. And that's really important. I feel practice on people that you don't really care about. So, for example, at school, if I talk to the nerds who sit in the corridor and don't talk to anyone, there's nothing is going to happen if they don't reply. If they don't reply, they'll go back to playing their League of Legends, and then I'll continue with my day, right? But if they do reply, I can say something, they'll say something back, and then my social skills just got a bit better, right? And then, one day when I want to talk to a girl that I'm, afraid to talk to, I won't be as scared. Obviously, it'll be a lot harder than talking to the nerd who's sitting in the corridor, but it will be easier than if I didn't talk to that nerd, right? So yeah. Another thing, this is just a random thing, but when someone tells you to do something, okay, I don't know if this is related to the video at all, but this is something that I started doing. When someone tells me to do something, oh, you won't do this, or you won't do this, I always do it. Obviously not to, a stupid point, I'm not gonna jump off a bridge or something, but when someone says, oh, you, just do 15 push-ups right now, I will be right on the ground. Or, when someone says, I don't know, I just feel that's fun. You add something to the situation when you accept challenges and just do random shit like that. And I think it's a cool way to be. And also, you should be the person who does that kind of stuff, right? Because then, if you're doing it all the time, so someone, I don't know how to give any examples for that, because the only real example I have is that all my friends just say, oh, just do 10 push-ups right now, and then I do it, and that's really it, right? But, if, when you're like talking to your friends or something, someone's like, oh, go talk to that person over there, and then make some, like, just start waffling to them, then you should be the one to do it, right? You should be good at, like, approaching random people, just talking to them, like, saying random shit, and then just being all good with it, right? That was a bit of a, like, side rant, but, like, yeah, that's just what I'm trying to take on. It's just, like, do everything, like, there's nothing bad can really happen to you. Like, at school, if you talk to someone and you embarrass yourself, like, it's not the end of the world, right? You're not gonna die. You just carry on with your life. And what was the last thing? Yeah, you will never really be so confident that you won't be scared to do these things. Like, there isn't a time when anyone is gonna see a really hot girl and just think, "Yup, that's me." There's gonna be a little bit of fear in them, right? But the confident people see that fear and they think that's normal and they go do it anyways, right? The regular people, like you and me, we see that fear and we're like, oh no, she's gonna slap me in the face and tell me to go away or something. Like, it's really never gonna be that bad. And if anything, usually if you have the confidence to go talk to someone in such an awkward situation, or like such a difficult situation, they will appreciate it. And even if they don't, you have to, like, know how to, like, play it off as just like, oh, that's cool. You gotta be real calm. Don't be, like, forcing. I don't know how to talk to girls, bro. That's not. I'm not very good at this yet. But, like, just from like, you know, I'm not very good at it, but I feel like I know the basics of the situation. Like, yeah. So that's what I'd say. Just talk to lots of different people for no reason. Just make conversation with them, and you should get good at that. Making conversation with random people about random things, and then when you get to someone you actually want to talk to, there won't be any, like, boring small talk or, like, anything, or just awkward silence. That's the worst thing. You go up to someone, you're like, hey, and you have nothing to say. Like, that is terrible, right? So get used to talking to random people, and then when you talk to people you really want to talk to, then there you go. Then you will be able to talk to them, right? I think that's about it. Yeah, and always just, you're never going to be ready for anything, especially in social situations. You're never going to be, like, you're never going to feel ready to do it. So just do it, even if you don't want to, because unless, like, obviously don't be stupid, because I feel like this advice can be taken very, like, differently. Like, do anything your friends tell you to do, and just do it even when you think it's a bad idea. Like, don't, yeah, obviously don't, like, get yourself hurt or anything, but, like, I think you guys are smart enough to know, just, like, try new things, like, take risks. Nothing's gonna happen to you. If anything, if something does happen to you, like, you get, like, I don't know, you walk past a group of girls, you talk to one of them, and they all call you, like, a rapist or something. That's probably the worst situation, right? Just because you talk to them, and then, so now, you just don't talk to them again. Like, it's not, I feel like we over-exaggerate how bad situations are. That's, like, 5 people in your school of, like, in my school of, like, 2,000 people, right? So, like, worst case scenario, there's 5 people that you don't want to talk to again. It's, yeah. It was a very all over the place video, but hopefully you got something from it. Goodbye.